Okay, let's talk about the Troy-Bilt 13 gear. It is currently May 27th, and I still have this machine. I have tried to sell this machine a few different times. I've had people say they're on their way, not show up, give excuses. I had one person even say, "Oh, I thought it had a deck, or can you get the deck on it and have it ready for me when I come and pick it up?" I said, "No, the ad says it does not have a deck." So I ended up selling them another machine that needed work, but they got it for a decent price. So anyways, with this machine right here, it's technically on its fourth engine. Its original engine blew up. The guy put a brand new engine in it, then blew the transaxle input shaft gear. Then I put an engine in it. I ended up blowing that engine up. It was a Hooptie engine. It was knocking really, really bad, so it wasn't long for this world. Then we ended up putting this engine here in. This engine was supposed to have a knock, but it runs pretty good. It does need a little bit of carburetor work at the moment. This machine has been sitting around for quite some time, but it does run pretty good as long as you know where to keep the throttle and choke. Yes, it does have separate throttle and choke, which is nice, and that was definitely from the factory. This is a factory single cylinder Intech or Vanguard style single cylinder engine. As you can see, I have swapped out the battery. Originally it had that larger form factor battery in it. This battery here actually came in my white tractor, my MTD white from the tractor load from 10 tractors. And yes, that sticker is correct. This battery is from 3 of 12 and still working amazingly. This battery, I was originally had it in the scrap pile, but it was showing signs of life whenever I was trying to boost that other machine. I was using it as a boost point, and it was taking a charge. Every time I put the jumper pack on it, it was taking a charge. So I did end up charging it back up. It was pretty dead, but I hooked it up to another battery. I charged it, and so far it seems to be doing okay. So that battery there will not be going with this machine. This does have its factory tie down, so this one will be going with it. I'll just mention it in the ad that the battery is questionable since it is old. So this machine will be going back up for sale. I just wanted to get that battery pulled out because I'm not getting around what I want for this machine. I would like 400 would be nice, especially with a really good battery. So I'm actually going to list it now for 300. Obviously this video won't come out until hopefully after it sells. Unless plans change and I keep it, which I don't really want to keep it. I don't have a use for it. I have a Johnny bucket for another machine already, and this machine just does not meet my criteria for what I need. It's nice that it's a front battery, rear tank. It can hold a larger battery in place, but simply I don't need this machine. I'd like to pass it on to somebody who can either use it as a yard tractor, make it into an off-roader, since it does have tons of ground clearance front and back for larger tires. It's got 20s on the back, it's got 15s currently on the front. You could definitely get a large set of tires under the back. You probably at least get a set of 22s or 23s under the back of this machine without doing too much modifications. You could even slide your rear end back and go even larger. Like, it has lots of room to the top of the fender well and still keep it looking like a reasonably stock machine, and keeping and reusing the rear fuel tank, because the fuel tank is actually inside the frame on this, and it's actually fairly narrow, which is nice. So this machine, I'm hoping now I can get rid of it. Keep on lowering my prices pretty much as low as I want to go, because at this point I could scrap it out, use the engine in something else in the future. Actually, I have a machine right now that engine could go in. Use the rear end for something else in the future. Take my seat cover off, take the battery back out, and scrap it. But I don't want to do that. this machine could definitely be useful to somebody, and hopefully I can get rid of it. And these videos of this machine can finally get released, because like I said, it's what, May 27th, I think I said. So it's about time this machine does go away. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.